folks, I grabbed an interesting one just based on the title, and this is Jordan Peterson on why Richard Dawkins is beating the hell out of Christians in debates or something to that effect. Now, I know Jordan himself, one, is Canadian, so I'm wearing my Canada hat in honor of him, a Canuck. But I'm pretty sure Jordan is a committed Christian. Or at least he believes very firmly in God. I have no problem with that. Or if he didn't, it wouldn't matter to me. It's not my life. But we're going to see what he says on why Richard Dawkins. The timing of it was good because I just recently did a couple of Dawkins reactions. So let's see what Jordan says about why Dawkins is crushing it.
The Bible is a story. Is it true? Well, it depends what you mean by true. And people say, well, that's weaselly. It's like, no, it's not. If you ask a profound question like that, is the Bible true? You can't assume true and then cram the Bible into that. You have to make both sides of the equation open to question. This is why people like Richard Dawkins always kick the hell out of religious people when they're debating them. It's because Dawkins comes armed with a conception of the truth, and it's not trivial. It's like the scientific conception of the truth. This is a big club. And before he even begins, the whole structure of the debate is predicated on the fundamental acceptance that that definition of true is valid and complete. And so the religious people just lose because they're up against the might of science. It's like, how are they not going to lose that?
Huh. Yeah, I like the idea of opening up questions like, what do you mean by true? Because when you say, is the Bible true, what are you saying? And that is a good point. Are you saying that it was divinely revealed and is perfect all throughout? Is that what you mean by true? Are you saying people got it mostly right? There are a few errors in there because in the 2,000 years since the New Testament, the ideas behind it came into being. And prior to that, the Hebrew Bible, the Torah, Pentateuch, all this. What are you saying? Are you saying that the original languages that they were in, like the New Testament, by and large, Estrangelo-Aramaic, the Greek, then eventually you came to Latin Vulgate, and then down into, different translations into English. Are you saying those are just right? If so, what is it, the King James Version? Is it the NIV? Is it the Darby Bible? Which one are you saying is the right one? So when you say true, are you saying it's largely reliable? If I act on what's here, I'll get more things in life right than wrong. That's a fair enough question. What do you mean by truth? And this gets into obvious philosophical difficulties and challenges that are fun if you have the stamina for nuance. Most people don't. They like the club. But Dawkins has a scientific background, and he studied theological arguments, and he's not a fan of them. Fair enough. You don't have to be a fan of them. You don't have to be a fan of anything. So, Jordan Peterson's point was well taken here. Obviously, this was a short, and maybe I'll do something much longer on what Jordan Peterson has to say. I like a lot of his stuff, not necessarily the religious stuff. I didn't know he even delved into that too much until more recently. But I like his stance against forced speech with pronouns and all this kind of stuff. He has a lot of good things to say, and I like a lot of what he says. I like a lot of how he says it, but naturally I don't agree with everything. This was a good point, though. This was more a philosophical idea that when you say it's true, is the Bible true? What are you saying? Good question. So there you go. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Leave your comments or suggestions and subscribe if you haven't. That would help me and the channel move along. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep thinking theology.